Welcome everybody to the channel. The purpose of the channel is mainly for update to friends, family, and co-workers, but my wife and I are going to be building an earth sheltered or green roof home. It should be highly energy efficient. It's going to be our retirement home, fully ADA compliant, universal design compliant. We're not doing this to try to get up a big following or anything. If it happens, it happens, but we're not planning on that, not planning on making money from it. We're just here to keep people updated with the journey and where we go along. So thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe. Hey everybody, this one may be a long one. Sorry about the voice a little bit. It's a little cool for down here anyway, but I'm gonna take you around. We're pretty much complete with the clearing, but we've still got a little bit. They're starting to burn some things off and stuff, and I want to show you where we are. But here you see the tractor they've been using a little bit up here, but you can tell I took those big trees out down along that privacy hedgerow there. And I want to take you on a walking tour of some of this. So we're gonna head down here on top of the hill, and let me scan here before I get past it. That used to be about 4 times that size. Just debris. You can see some bigger parts of trees that came predominantly out of stumps, or some of the last trees that came out right here in the hedgerow that weren't taken off for the pulpwood or the railroad ties that we had done. So you can tell that they cleared this on the end of the top up here, down around this transmission pole that we have here. But I'll get you on down here, and then I'll start showing you some of the pond. They took a mulcher and they cleared most of the back of the pond, at least where it was stable enough and broad enough or wide enough for them to be able to do that. I was looking at a root there in the ground. Sorry about that. But you can see they cleared it. They've gotten all the stumps out up here. I'll walk you on down and we'll look off kind of down in the edge of the swamp, down the hill up here. But you know, it's not perfectly level, which is not what we had expected to do. They're still moving a lot of heavy equipment around and stuff like that up here with it. But you can tell that they've cleared a lot of the edge out here, and you can see it going off down on the swamp. And now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to try to keep the sun from blinding you. It's starting to go down over there and kind of set on the horizon. But you can see down here they've cleared basically the hillside here going down into the pond. So they mulched it up. We've got a little bit to repair right there where it's washed out a little, but you can see that they've done most of this except for little stuff right at the edge, and I'll get that with like a weed eater in there. And then you can see how they went across the dam and cleared the dam going to the other side. I'm gonna zoom in because this will be a good area to say so, or to see from. You can see as I'm zooming in, there's that pipe. We've added that in so that it'll be easy for us to walk or to get across to this other side. And then over here, right around there, I can get you a better shot when I go around the edge of the pond here. But back up in this corner that I'm showing you, there's actually the major drain pipes that you have to keep the pond at level and stuff. And they actually had to clear some of that out. Some beavers had started damming it up themselves and keeping the water from running out of the pipes. So I'm going to walk along the edge of this. You can see the hill. They've cleared and mulched out some of that that's up under there, and gotten that cleaned up. There's a little bit of stuff, like I said, right here at the edge that I'm just gonna have to try to get with a kind of a weed eater with a brush blade on it out there. And then I was trying to see if I could zoom in on that. Can't really tell what that is there in the pond. All right, coming back over here and get a little better look there at the hillside. We've left the trees in over here, but they've cleared all of this stuff up. You can see they've cleared down towards the pond again. Some of this is beginning to dry out since they dropped some of the water, and we'll still get back in there a little bit and try to get that cleaned up a little bit, but they've got most of this out. We've got a tree here, sun's in the background, so I won't stay on it too long. It's leaning. It's one of them, those people would call a widowmaker, and I'm gonna have to get in there and get it taken out before it falls. It's kind of leaning against another tree right now. Now, as you're looking, starting to see the hillside up there, how it's cleared out, ready to begin to excavate so that we can get the foundation in, get ready to get the house actually started itself. But you can see that. I'm gonna turn this way away from west so you don't get so much sun, give you kind of a view at this point. We'll still try to get some of this dead trees out right here that we have and clean some more of this up yet as this stuff dries out some more. But we're expecting to get some rain in overnight and tomorrow. So we'll end up with this wet. A lot of this is still kind of moist down in here, but they've done a really good job of getting in here and cleaning it up and taking care of things. I'm gonna walk you out a little bit closer to the pond over here. You can see we still got one stump there that they'll get out. Probably won't get it out until next week at this point. I'm coming up now to the area where you can see they put that pipe in. And at this point, I want to zoom in, and now you can see those pipes that are supposed to keep the pond level regulated. And as I go this little bit, you can tell it gets a little marshy in there and stuff. I'm gonna have to clean that out with something smaller as opposed to a big piece of equipment. But again, you can kind of see that pond bank that they got over there. And then again, the pipe, they've cleared some of this back up over here so that we can get around the pond. It's up under the transmission lines. There's some of it back over here to the west. We can't get right now because it's so wet and marshy back there. The heavy equipment just kind of sinks down. So, but we'll run through here and clean a little bit more of this up and get it taken care of in here. So let me come back and see if I can get through here without blinding you. And now we'll head, I'll show you a picture of the big pile that we've got burning. Let me zoom into it here from a distance. It's been burning. They tried to start it yesterday and was having some trouble, but it's been burning today, and they've been trying to make sure some of it would burn down before the rain came in this evening. The rain will cool it down and stuff. They'll probably have to start it up again. There's still a lot of little stuff in here we're gonna have to do a few things with, and then let me walk for about another minute or so here, and this will be a real good update for you. And then next time I'll probably wait until after they get the excavation finished to do some more. So here you can see the pile. You can actually feel the heat off of that thing out about 20 feet or so from that. But let me walk on up here. We still got a few things to move around, you can see here, and get kind of clean. Some of the stuff they've been pushing up and stuff, and got to finish getting piled and taken care of. I'm walking across it. It's not real even in here at the moment, more so than some of the rest of it. They've got most of the stumps out of here. Still got a couple there, but they've gotten some more of them around here. And then there's a little bit of debris we'll have to get picked up and cleaned up right back here. That's pretty much where the spring comes up out of the ground on there. Now I'm gonna come around. This is looking at the hill. You can see that sort of PVC pipe at the base of the tree up there. That was a marking I put in early on when we were looking at getting the septic design done. And it's pretty close. You can't really see it, but there's a, not too far in front of it, there's actually a, up there, a rebar. And that rebar is kind of the back end of the excavation on the west side of the house. And then as I come down, this is where I measured out in the beginning of the front side of the house, but on the west side. And then if I come up in here, you can see that pipe up at the top. And then I come down and I've got this one down here, kind of where we're putting in a kind of construction road, and it'll be part of the driveway. Not all of it, but part of the driveway will come in that area. But the excavation area is marked by them 4 pieces that I was talking to you about. And then I'm gonna try to zoom back out here so you can get a look at what's still kind of cleaned up and everything right through here. So anyway, this is the update for today. Pretty close to having everything cleaned up. Just a little bit left on it, and then they're going to start excavating into this area I showed you to be able to lay the pad and stuff to be able to start some of the home build. Thanks everybody for joining for this episode. I know that the videos sometimes will be kind of sporadic as we make various progress and have fits and starts as we go through this journey of building our retirement home. Again, if you want to get notified, go on and hit subscribe. But again, we just appreciate you jumping on here and the interest that we have in the journey we're taking on building our retirement home. Thanks again.